Jessica Koch, and I am your host of Profound Professionals. And we have been expanding Profound Professionals into success panels. So keep your eyes out for that. We've been running this show for 7 years. So I want to thank you who are watching. Thank you who are sharing, because you just don't know who your lives you will touch when you share this out, because today, like every time, we are bringing an amazing guest to you, Marla Press. Marla Press is the founder of Speakers on Fire Academy. She shows speakers how to wow audiences and get more clients and more wealth. Well, I know that I want any speaker I'm listening to have a wow factor. Otherwise, it's a snooze fest, and we don't want that now, do we? So welcome, Marla.
Thank you so much for having me, Jessica. I'm so excited to be here and talk about this subject. And thanks for wearing a little red. I really appreciate that. I feel so much more at home now because I always wear red, and here we are, so aligned. So yes, to talking about speaking and wowing your audience, I'm so passionate about this because speaking is the best way to grow your business. It's the best way, it's the fastest way, it's the simplest way. Not always the easiest way, but the simplest and best way to grow your business. And people ask me all the time, well, how can I grow my business faster? And because a lot of people are in their second chapter and they're starting a new business.
So how did you get into speaking to begin with? So what was your journey to get here?
Yeah, so I've been on stages my whole life because I was in musical plays, I was a dancer, I was in dance companies. So I love performing. But what I had to learn, which wasn't easy for me, was how to cut back my performance a little bit. So I teach people how to perform and be creative and be expressive and higher energy. But there's a balance between that and connecting to your audience. And that's what I had to learn, that V word, I call it, that vulnerability that I had to put into my speaking, so that now when I have both, then I really draw people in.
Yeah, you have to have some high energy, and you also have someone that doesn't feel like they're too fake, or like that car salesman or that infomercial salesman who just yells at you the entire time that they're talking to them, right? So, if a client is going to work with you to go through and kind of conform and transform their speech and their talk, so that they can make a more powerful impact from the stage with you, is that in group sessions? Is it one-on-one? Is it all virtual? Is there anything in person? Is it online courses? What is the format? Is it all of the above? How do
It's
they work
all
with
of the above.
you?
Yes. So I do work one-on-one, but I encourage people to do my boot camps and my elite programs, because if you're a speaker, it's great if you have an audience to speak in front of every time you practice. So I work one-on-one more with people that have the psychological issues, because I'm also a life coach. So maybe you don't have confidence, or you have imposter syndrome, or you have body image issues, those kinds of things. It's really helpful to do some one-on-one. But in the group, it's magical how you get that feedback and you get to have the experience of working in front of a group.
I love that. Can you share with us a single tip that a speaker could use today that may really help make a difference in their world?
Yes, the most important thing you can do as a speaker is learn how to not speak from your head, but speak from your full body presence. And this is something you can't really intellectualize about. It's even hard to explain. So I do free master classes to show people, to give them the experience of getting out of their head energy and into their full body energy. It's not woo-woo. It's a very practical thing, but you have to be guided on how to do this. And it's magic, because it's not just about being high energy or low energy. It's about having this magnetic energy that really connects you to people. And this communication is helpful in every aspect of your life, not just when you're on a stage.
I love that tip, because especially as speakers who have A lot of us, I mean, I've done some keynote in person this year, but I'm definitely doing a lot more virtual than I ever did before. There was so much more in person. And I think it's easier to remember to get in and connect with that whole body experience when you're live and on stage. It kind of happens intuitively on some level too, because of the adrenaline of being live and in front of an audience, where it's a lot more comfortable in your Zoom square. And I don't think that we remember to ignite and engage that entire body experience that you're talking about when we're on Zoom as well as if in person. So I think that's a wonderful tip and something to think about, and really a wonderful thing to spend the time to join one of your programs to learn from you, because it can be super, super powerful. Profound Professionals was started with the idea of featuring industry experts like you that help people with their personal life or grow their business. I think yours does both, because you're speaking, your stage is your life. No matter what you're doing, you need Marla's help. But we also wanted to make sure we took a moment and celebrated causes that were near and dear to our guest's heart. And so, is there a cause that matters to you, Marla?
There's actually quite a few, but the one that is so important, that has become even more important, is talking about diversity, equity, and inclusion,
Mm-hmm.
because we are so separated today, and so intolerant of each other. And it's even more important to really learn how we're connected, and to be able to share differences of opinions, and not prejudge people. That
Mm-hmm.
it's I grew up with some you know um, you know because of my religion, feeling that there was some of that, people against me, and as a woman, and growing up in the 60s, that it was a big deal. Things are so much different now. We've come a long way forward, but we
Mm-hmm.
have a lot more to do.
It seems like we always have a long way to go in that space. I'm just a big believer that I'm an earthling. And really, what matters to me about you isn't whether you're male or female, tall or short, what color your skin is, what your religious or other preferences may be. What matters to me is how you treat me. Do you respect me and my beliefs and my values? And are you honest, and do you have integrity? So if you're kind and honest and you treat other human earthlings like valuable souls and individuals, and have respect for, my family, my community, my diversity of the who I am, then I think that is the biggest and most important factor. So I love that you brought that cause up, and thank you for bringing that awareness and sharing it. Now, is there a book that happened to? I'm a huge book where my followers know we're building the ultimate book list from all the hundreds of guests that we've had. And we're actually shooting by the end of 2024. We may reach our 1,000 guest expert mark, and we will have that ultimate book list available for 1,000 plus books that our guests have recommended or written themselves throughout the course of the years. So, do you have one that was written by someone else that maybe inspired your personal life or really helped you grow your business?
Yes, absolutely. And there's so many. I know it's so hard to choose. So one that was really eye-opening for me is one by Rachel Jane Groover, called Powerful and Feminine.
Mm.
And I was always a tomboy, and I have a lot of masculine traits,
Mhm.
and I almost resisted connecting to my feminine. And I teach this in my speaking too, that however you identify, it's
Mhm.
not about being a certain way. It's
Mhm.
about being more of who you are and not subduing any of it. And then you're just so much more interesting, and it feels better to you.
I love that. I love that. Is there anything else about you or your business that you want to share that we didn't get a chance to cover? Events or programs coming up, and anything else about how your business program work? We have a little bit of time, so is there anything else you'd like to share?
Yes. Do we have an hour? Because I know there's
All the
so
time
much.
in the world.
So, I mean, I'm different as a speaking coach because I do all of the important things like helping you develop your compelling story, how to do your marketing your 1 minute introduction of yourself to make it really powerful so you stand out from the crowd, how to have presence, confidence, all of those things. But I bring in this art of presence training that I've done that is unique. And there's so many exercises that I've borrowed from that and then tweaked on my own that transform people like that. It's immediate. I don't say, go do these 5 steps and you're going to be a better speaker. No, people don't change that way and it's not lasting. I really take you through these experiences that will help you to transform your speaking, your business, and your personal life. I have a psychology background, so I bring in all of that. And it's this very comprehensive, super fun, engaging program. And coming up, I do have a master class coming up, but I'm not sure if it will be, if when people watch this, if it'll be past or not. I do it once in a while, and it's secrets to get more clients from your speaking. So
we will share your website and other ways to reach you in the article that goes along with this interview. So whatever upcoming events Marla has marked off, you will be able to find and see.
The other thing I offer on an ongoing basis is something called a hot or not speaker evaluation. So instead of it being a discovery call or something like that, or a sales call, bring any part of your speech, your program, your title, your pitch, anything you want, and we'll see if we can make it sizzle more. My brand is Speakers on Fire Academy. I want to get you fired up about what you do and fire up your audience so they're excited to work with you. So let's make it sizzle.
I love that. And I want to thank you again for watching. If you are watching and you're an industry expert and you'd like to be featured on our show, reach out to us, reach out to me and our team, and we will see about getting you on the show. Now, you could be someone's hero and ours as well, because I bet if you're an industry expert who can help someone's personal life or help them grow their business, you probably know other industry experts who can do the same. So introduce us to them, and we will also get them on the show. Now, I really want to thank those who have taken the extra bit of love, the extra bit of moments to comment, share, and like, and push this out to the world, because you are not just doing something nice for me and Marla, because that's beside the point. You are really potentially helping someone who's just stuck in their speaking, and they just know that they have a powerful, passionate, transformative message to provide to the world, and they can do it so much better when they meet Marla, and they will have met Marla because you hit that share button. So thank you for hitting share. And as always, before we say goodbye, I'm going to ask our lovely guest for today to share with us a final piece of information or inspiration. So what's our final thought for today, Marla?
Yeah, the final thought, and I love that you brought this up, is that everybody has a message, and tell the stories that maybe you're not willing to tell right now, but tell those stories and speak up, speak out, be seen, be heard, because that is what is going to make you have joy in your life, and you're going to help so many people that need to hear your message.
I love that. I love that. Well, as always, you know who I am, everyone. I'm Jessica Koch, and this is Profound Professionals. And until next time, please be kind to yourself and be kind to each other. Bye, everybody.
Thank you so much, Jessica.